A soft glow of morning light falls across your dog's curious eyes as it tilts its head gently to the side, leaving you wondering what secret message lies behind this adorable gesture. That single tilt, filled with innocence and wonder, sparks endless fascination among dog lovers worldwide. It feels like your dog is trying to understand you, trying to listen deeper, trying to connect more meaningfully. This tiny movement is one of the most viral, most beloved behaviors in dogs, capturing heights and raising the same question everywhere: why do dogs really tilt their heads? A warm breeze flows through the open window as your dog shifts its posture, ears twitching, head tilting slightly as if decoding your words. Dogs often tilt their heads to enhance their hearing, adjusting the angle of their ears to capture sounds more clearly. Their ear canals are shaped differently from humans, and a tilt helps them pinpoint the direction, distance, and tone of a sound. When you speak to your dog in a soft or excited tone, it tilts its head to analyze your voice and interpret your emotional cues. A gentle rustle draws your dog's attention as it leans in, tilting its head like a child eager to understand a story. Dogs tilt their heads not only to hear better, but also to understand facial expressions. When a dog looks directly at you, its muzzle can sometimes block part of its vision, especially for breeds with longer snouts. By tilting the head, your dog widens its visual field, allowing it to read your lips, eyes, and expressions more clearly. That adorable tilt is actually a sign that your dog is studying you with deep concentration. A soft smile naturally spreads across your face as your dog tilts its head in response, sensing your emotions like an empathetic companion. Dogs are emotional creatures who want to understand how you feel, and the head tilt is their way of processing your tone, energy, and words. They don't just hear the sound. You'll be amazed to know they feel the emotions behind it. When your voice sounds different, playful, sad, or excited, your dog adjusts its head to gauge your mood, showing how deeply connected they are to your emotional world. A wave of affection washes over you as your dog tilts its head when you mention a favorite word like walk, play, or treat. The head tilt becomes even more noticeable when dogs hear familiar sounds or words they recognize. This behavior shows cognitive engagement. They are trying to recall what the word means, connecting it with past experiences and anticipating an outcome. The tilt becomes both a sign of understanding and excitement, reflecting a dog's intelligence and emotional memory. A gentle laugh escapes your lips as your dog tilts its head with pure innocence, unaware of how irresistibly cute it looks. Many experts believe dogs tilt their heads because they've learned it melts their owner's heart. Dogs are masters at reading human reactions, and when they discover that a head tilt gets more affection, praise, or attention, they repeat the gesture. This becomes a learned behavior, strengthened by positive reactions, turning the tilt into a charming communication tool. A soft hum from the TV captures your dog's curiosity as it tilts its head, trying to decipher sounds that don't match anything familiar in its environment. Dogs process sound frequencies differently than humans, which can sometimes confuse them. When they hear high-pitched noises, laughter, music, or even electronic beeps, they tilt their heads to categorize the sound. It's your dog's way of asking itself, is this important? Is this familiar? Should I react? That split-second tilt is its brain gathering data. A feeling of deep connection forms when your dog tilts its head while staring into your eyes, almost as if searching for your approval or understanding. Dogs tilt their heads to signal attentiveness, showing that they are fully present in the moment. This gesture is like a dog's version of a nod or a thoughtful pause, expressing emotional engagement. When your dog tilts its head, it's telling you, I'm listening. I care. I'm trying to understand you. A sudden sound outside causes your dog to freeze, tilt its head, and focus intensely with alert eyes. Dogs use the tilt to triangulate sounds, determining not just direction but distance. Their brain processes auditory information in a way that requires physical orientation, and tilting the head fine-tunes this positioning. This instinct is part ancestral, Part survival, rooted in the natural behaviors of wolves and wild canines who needed precision in listening for prey or danger. A soft moment of affection unfolds as your dog tilts its head while you talk to it like a baby, enjoying the gentle tone of your voice. Dogs often tilt their heads when exposed to emotionally warm tones because they associate such voices with comfort and safety. Your dog is not just hearing your words, it's connecting emotionally, reading your tone for reassurance and love. This gesture reflects the depth of emotional intelligence dogs carry within their hearts. A playful sparkle appears in your dog's eyes as it tilts its head whenever you mimic funny sounds or animal noises, finding your behavior amusing. Dogs are incredibly responsive to vocal play, and head tilting is their way of participating in the conversation. They tilt to show engagement, curiosity, and sometimes even confusion, making the interaction adorable and memorable. This natural reaction is one of the main reasons dog head tilt videos go viral, because humans instinctively love this expressive behavior. A quiet stillness fills the room as your dog listens intently, tilting its head at every whisper or unusual sound you make. Dogs tilt their heads because certain frequencies trigger instinctual curiosity. When they hear soft, high-pitched, or unfamiliar tones, the tilt helps amplify their auditory processing. It's a built-in mechanism to interpret subtle clues that even we humans cannot detect. A deeper understanding surfaces when you realize that your dog's head tilt is also associated with empathy and bonding. Dogs feel emotionally connected to their humans, and the tilt is often a sign that they are emotionally absorbing what you're saying. Dogs can sense sadness, stress, joy, and excitement, and they tilt their heads to better understand your emotional state. This empathetic tilt is one of the strongest reasons humans feel emotionally attached to their dogs. A peaceful moment stretches as you watch your dog tilt its head while trying to follow the rhythm of your voice. Research shows that dogs who tilt their heads more often are usually better listeners, more attentive, and cognitively sharper. These dogs process emotional cues and verbal instructions more deeply, showing stronger communication traits. The tilt becomes a cognitive sign of engagement, learning, and understanding. A sudden burst of excitement fills the room when your dog tilts its head dramatically after hearing the word walk, followed by a quick jump and tail wag. Dogs tilt their heads during moments of anticipation because they are trying to confirm what they think they heard. When they link a familiar word with a desirable activity, the tilt becomes stronger, signaling excitement, attention, and confirmation. A gentle silence surrounds you as your dog tilts its head when you speak softly during emotional moments. Dogs tilt their heads to mirror human emotional patterns, often reacting with deeper sensitivity than we expect. If you're sad or speaking quietly, your dog may tilt its head to analyze your mood and offer emotional comfort. This is a strong sign of your dog's emotional intelligence and empathy. A nostalgic warmth fills your heart as you remember moments when your dog's head tilt made you laugh or lifted your mood instantly. This gesture has a powerful psychological effect on humans. It triggers feelings of affection, warmth, and connection. It's no surprise that head tilt videos repeatedly go viral. They tap into universal emotions of love, innocence, and empathy that viewers cannot resist. A gentle reflection arises as your dog tilts its head more frequently during certain situations. While most tilts are harmless and adorable, sometimes excessive tilting can indicate infections or balance issues. Dogs may tilt their heads repeatedly if they experience discomfort, dizziness, or hearing difficulties. Paying attention to context helps you distinguish between acute behavior and a possible health concern. A final wave of appreciation washes over you as your dog tilts its head one more time, connecting with you in a silent language only you both truly understand. This tiny gesture carries layers of meaning, curiosity, emotion, attentiveness, empathy, intelligence, and love. Every tilt is a window into your dog's thoughts and feelings, a reminder that your pet is not just listening but connecting deeply with you. Dogs tilt their heads to learn you, study you, and bond with you, turning a simple movement into a powerful expression of companionship.